all right. We are back. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me on another show. Uh, yeah, yeah. And that's why I did that because I saw a couple of y'all saying we need some waiting music or something. So I said, well, shit, let me come on and with that coming on in. As a matter of fact, let me give y'all some more. Let me give y'all some more of that. Now, I don't know if it's too loud or y'all in, but let me see him give y'all some shout outs while that good old music playing in the background right there. And all of y'all are returns of the Max tonight. Jennifer Cooler, what's going on? Return of the Mac. Jenny, good morning. Return of the Mac. Crystal, good morning. Return of the Mac. The man above, good morning. Return of the Mac. Cat Eyes, good morning. Return of the Mac. Lady D, good morning. Return of the Mac. All right. Who else I'm missing? Myself, Return of the Mac. All right. All right. All right. Joe Sullivan, Return of the Mac. What's going on? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Enough of that right there. Enough right there. So over there, that loosen y'all up. I hope it loosen y'all up a little bit. Well, you know what, Crystal Moore, to be honest, I used to back in the day, believe it or not, I used to back in the day, like, I would take a break, depending on how long the show would go, and if I had to go run and do something, like get some water or something like that, I used to put on some elevator music. I call it elevator music, and I used to put the music on and let everybody chill with the music. Everybody seemed to love when I used to do that, you know, because a lot of people don't like silence. A lot of people don't like silence. So, matter of fact, somebody did bring it up one time. They were like, you know, well, maybe when you do you come on like that and show your graphics, probably the music won't hurt. And I remember I asked them, I said, well, do you think they'll help? And they was like, yeah, okay. So that's probably what I need to start back doing. When I come on and y'all see my graphics, put some elevator music on and give y'all time to come on in. And get everybody in the mood, get everybody ready, loosen up a little bit, you know. So maybe I need to start that back, you know, because it seems like y'all liked when I did that. Y'all just like when I did that. So that's what I'm going to do, so it won't be so okay, that's what I'm going to start doing, so it won't be so quiet, you know. I'll come in, as soon as it starts, y'all just going to hear music, you know. Now, I'm an old school guy, so you probably going to hear a lot of rap or nothing. But I like old school, so you probably hear a lot of old school stuff, but let somebody just request, say, hey, you know, when you start, come with this song right here, you know. So I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. No problem. No problem. I'll bring it back. But the only thing about it though, when we play this stuff, YouTube always catch it and give us a copyright. That's the only thing I hate about it. It don't strike your channel, but you know, you just get copyright. You know, now we got to be careful what we play because they'll block the whole video now. So I don't know which songs they will block the whole video or whatnot. So you know, yeah, maybe I'll start doing it right there, you know. So I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. Fear Zero, I remember a comment you left earlier on one of my videos. Good morning. All right, guys, let's get right into it. As a matter of fact, we just got you talking about this update right here. So those who didn't catch the update, please go back and catch it. The update to that story with Sam Olsen is that Teresa Balboa, ex-boyfriend, roommate, however you want to call it, you know, has been charged now. There's an arrest warrant for his arrest. He hasn't been arrested yet, but they're coming after him and they charge him with tampering evidence too with Samuel Olsen. So we're going to see how that gonna goes. You said what are the chances two people from the same friend go? Hey MJ, I talked about that in last stream. I talked about that last stream. What's the odds to that? Somebody went missing in 2009. Now we got somebody else come up missing 2021. And I don't know if anybody thought about this though. Both of them females. Anybody thought about that? Both of them females. And then the dad said something that caught my attention. Y'all remember one of the interviews, the lady asked him, do you see people in this area that don't belong? And what did he say, guys? Yeah, you know people that come and look for drugs. Really? Really? That was quite interesting. And how would you know that, sir? How would you know that? You know? So we gotta think about that as well. So all right, guys, I got a few things that I do have that I want to bring up. I want to start off with some of these screenshots that I got. I need to make sure it ain't showing a lot of stuff. We don't look like it is. Let me see. This is supposed to be something from Denise. Hold on, I don't know how good y'all can see that. You know, blowing this stuff up, it's so hard to see that shit. You know, maybe I need to bring it over here. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can see that or whatnot. Hold on. You say you think the father's shady? You know, with this story, you just don't know what's what. Seriously, you just don't know what's what. Y'all can't see that. Damn it, man. Y'all can't see that. Still kind of blurry. Okay. That probably got to do right there, guys. So check it out. Now, this supposed to be the niece. And these not in order, so just roll with me. This niece, which her name is blurred out, and this is what she said. It's been about 30 years, but her father did attempt to sell his 2 children for drugs. I know because Donald is my uncle. Now, this is somebody claiming they the niece. But now, guys, let me make the disclaimer. Anything like this that I show, I'm not going to tell you that it's accurate. I'm not going to tell you that it's inaccurate. You take it for what you think it is. All right. So, but if I get information like this, this is what I'm going to put out. I'm not going to ever tell you that this is accurate because I don't know if it is accurate. Because y'all know with a lot of these stories, how many stories y'all heard us content creators do, and everybody come out talk about they related to the family members. And see, that story right there, I don't ever really trust that. You know, some people come out talk, I don't relate to that person, I know that person, but then you try to talk to them, they won't come on the show, which is fine. But information they give you on the back end, you be like, okay, I already put this out there. I already said something about this. The media already put this out. So you ain't telling me nothing I already know. Then how you talking, you know, you sound like you don't know much more. So are you really some kin to these people, or are you just trying to dip your foot up in it so you can get some attention off this? Because we know we got a lot of people that do that. They want to dip their foot up in and get some attention off this. For me, this ain't about attention. This is about being a voice for children. All right? So, you know, so I'm going to read this again, guys. This is allegedly the niece. And this is what she said about this is her uncle. It's been about 30 years, but her father did attempt to sell his 2 children for drugs. I know because Donald is my uncle. Now, let me tell you what I think. When the parents I get 300 a month per kids too. You say, okay, so if it's about money, why do something now when parents I get 300 a month per kids to the end of the year? Well, for how they Fear Zero, how they speaking, it sound like they talking about he tried to attempt to sell them out to pay off a drug debt. But now, hold up. Let me say this. The reason why I say that I think this may be plausible to an extent, because again, what I just said earlier, when they asked him, do you see people in this area that you think they don't belong? What was his answer? You know, yeah, people come out here looking for drugs. Why they always coming over there by you looking for drugs? How do you know everybody come over there, they don't belong? That's what they're over there looking for. You know, now I know we get close to our neighbors and we get close to friends and all that, but I don't think we get that close to know everybody that comes to their house. We may get suspicious if we're seeing people running in and out their house, but some things is left well enough alone that we don't want to know. Amen. Some things I just don't want to know. That's why we never ask. But from a bird's eye, we think we know what's going on. It's some fuck shit going on over there, and I don't want to be a part of it. So that's why I say this may have some accuracy to it. I don't know. Or maybe there's somebody who may got a vendetta against that man. Because, you know, you got a lot of people like that too. If they got a vendetta against somebody, they'll sit up there and start making up shit like this. You know, so that's why I tell y'all, when y'all see me put up stuff like this, and I hope every content creator tell y'all that. Well, they shouldn't tell you that it's accurate. They shouldn't tell you that it's inaccurate. Just take it for what it is. All right. And you make your own judgment. All right. So, then as we go further, whoever this person responded, they said, please tell me you told that to the authorities. She said, yes, they have been notified of his past. And this person come out and said, you mean Summer's granddad tried to sell his kids? Very sad. This person came back and said, I think she means Summer's dad. She's been posting in other groups too. She should clarify her comments. I agree. When you make comments, you need to clarify. Because she is either spreading rumors or knows something worth looking into. And whoever said this, I agree with them. All right. If you're going to make comments on people like that, you need to clarify what you're saying. Because you could be putting out false information and you can get hit with slander. You know, so whoever said that to this so-called niece, I hope she take heed to that. If you're going to make comments about anything related to cases like this, you need to be accurate. You need to be accurate. All right. Then it goes further, said, what did it say? And thanks a lot for that. Yes, there are so many groups with so many theories. This makes me think of the Gannon Stouch murder. Truly tragic. The niece comes back and said, no, I meant her father. He has 2 older children, both in their 30s, and 5 young ones. When his older children were younger, he attempted to sell them to his dealer. I have not posted in any other groups. I have commented about him in this group only. And the statements I commented are 100% facts. Summer's father is my uncle. He spent the majority of his younger adult life in prison. And his oldest and I were extremely close growing up. I witnessed firsthand what a terrible childhood they had. And yes, our family attempted to intervene several times. That's a hell of information right there. That's a hell of information right there. All right. This person come back and say, oh my God, could you give officers an anonymous tip about this? Jesus, the system always failed innocent children. They came back and said, Shane, this is horrific. The niece came back and said, the police have been notified. Now, I'm going to pull up another one in a minute. Y'all don't mind getting that thumbs up for your boy. Let me tell you something that caught my interest when I read that for the first time. And y'all tell me if y'all thinking the same thing or if y'all caught it. This person who's supposed to be the niece said, I only posted this in this group. I haven't posted this in any other groups. So now here's my question. What made you post it in that group, but you're not posting the same information in other groups? We have to think about that too. If you're going to choose, if you got a lot of groups that's talking about this, then you would think you would go to every group and put this information out there, because a lot of people is really want to know, you know, how Mr. Donald is. Is he shady or is he legit? So by her saying, I didn't put this in other groups, it makes me wonder why you choose that one in particular. Is it somebody in that group that you know and you being slick with it and trying to get your shit stirred up? Or could it be at that time you only did post it in that group, but you have spread it across other groups? So I think about stuff like that. I do. and it puts a question mark over my head. You would think something like that, you want to spread it to everybody who's talking about this story. Not saying that you owe the information to anybody, but that's some hell of information that you got right there about this man trying to sell his children for drugs. Because y'all remember I said in one of my streams, I got a feeling this girl just an up and walk. They try to sell that girl to pay off a drug debt. Remember I said that in one of my last streams. So to see this and read that, I'm like, damn, it's almost like I'm right on the money. All right? It's like I'm right on the money. So, I don't know. But again, guys, just take it for what it is. I'm not going to say it's accurate. I mean, it could be a bitter person trying to start some shit. So let's go a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper. So this Charlotte person comes back and say, okay, sorry, my mistake. I do apologize. I'm in a few groups and it's hard to keep up. But I keep seeing you comment and thinking, whoa, somebody needs to listen to her. Thank you for clarifying. So Candace's father is a pedo. I was wondering about that. The cycle of abuse doesn't just start or stop randomly. Do you know if the boys living with them now are hers or is it a mix? She come back and say you're fine. There's a lot of information going around right now. Some of father is. I don't know any background information on Candace or her family. As far as the boys, they're all his biological children. Now, before I go any further, I found something where Mr. Don tried to explain about his son being a sex offender. I found it, but I can't find it again. I thought I had emailed it to myself, but I had to go search for it. All right, I gotta go search for it. This person came back and said, oh, I think I got it now. The boys on Candace's board, just Summer is biologically hers. She said all the boys and Summer are biologically Candace and Donald's children. Then this person come back and say, okay, so they have been together for a while, but just married in February. Sorry if I'm too nosy. We need to find that baby girl or get some justice. Thanks for talking to me. And this person said, you're not being nosy or bothering me in any way. No worries. I'm not sure the actual date they got married, but yes, they have been together for quite some time. Okay. So like I told y'all last stream, somebody did send me that. And again, guys, I can't stress it enough. I'm not going to tell you that's accurate information, and I'm not going to tell you that it's inaccurate. You know, you got to think outside the box and seeing what this person's motive is to bring the information out. And the person asked her, you know, did you tell the cops that, you know, they claiming that they did, you know, so I don't know whether to believe them on it or not, you know. So again, everybody who's listening right now, y'all take it for what it is, you know. But like I said earlier, I think the thing about the selling of children, I gotta find this kind of plausible because of what I said when I did the stream the other day. You know, it sounded kind of plausible, but hey, who knows? Everything is speculation right now until the truth comes out. All right. You said check my email. You send me an interview. All right, I will do that. Thank you. I think I was looking for this. I've been looking for this. Thank you. I've been looking for this. Thank you. Hold on. Give me just a minute. Because I knew I found it the other day, but I don't know where I put it at. I put it somewhere in my damn email. Now I can't find it. All right, let's hear this. Let's hear it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
There's been some subjects that I've been trying to sidestep because I just didn't feel like it was appropriate. But I think the TV news has already gone there, so I wanted to give you an opportunity to give your side of the story and explain. You know, there's the situation that occurred in October, the domestic arrest, and then the order of protection that your wife filed, which she dismissed. I saw that. But,
yeah.
Would you like to address that and tell me from what happened there?
Well, I don't know. I really want to, but I mean, my intention.
You didn't plead to the domestic stuff. You pled to the possession of a gun while intoxicated. So
yeah.
The domestic stuff.
I mean, I've kept a black powder gun, you know, the whole time I've been here.
Deputies were dispatched to 110 Ben Hill Road, Rogerville, Tennessee, 378-574, a domestic with assault. Upon turning onto Ben Hill Road, I observed a white GMC Sonoma pulling on a Beach Creek Road. I turned my floodlights on, revealing a male behind the wheel to be later identified as Donald Wells. Deputies proceeded on to the scene and spoke with the victim, Candace, and two witnesses, Jose, Roman, and Candace. Oh, there's another Candace? Okay. Bly stated that her husband, Donald Wells, left in a white GMC Sonoma. Shortly after, Deputy went to advise that a white truck was coming back up the driveway. I heard the family members begin to fear for his return and heard a member utter that there was a firearm in the vehicle. A felony stop was conducted in the driveway and Wells was detained. When detaining Wells, I observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming from his person. It was stumbling when he was picked up off the ground. Wells stated that there was a firearm in the truck, but it was a black powder pistol in the glove box. Wells went on to say that he was a felon from charges in Utah and has had some to drink tonight. Deputy Winter located a firearm in the vehicle. I spoke with Bly witnesses about the assault. Bly stated that Wells came home drunk and he saw Jose in the house and believed Bly was cheating on him. Oh. Allegedly, Wells stated to argue with Jose and Wells began to struggle with Bly. Bly was pushed down, causing damage to her left knee. Bly witnesses stated that Wells began punching himself in the face and then left. Wells was taken to Hawkins County Jail for booking. Interesting.
Because we do have bears, and I thought if there was an emergency situation or one of my kids was being hurt or something, I would have quick access to it being locked up in my truck.
Right.
You know, and I just forgot about the part that you can't have it in your vehicle. You know, I can have one in my home, but not in my vehicle. And I just that part kind of slipped my mind, you know.
I mean, and I wouldn't even ask you about this, but it's already out there now. And that's why I felt
he was fucked up that
time to maybe broach the subject, because if you don't address it, it's just going to get worse. Speculation is just going to get worse. The report pretty much states from the police perspective what happened. Is that pretty much how it happened from your point of view also?
And what's that?
I guess there was like there was a accusation.
Well, my wife was trying to make me jealous so I'd come back, and it worked very well. So yeah, I come across the country as fast as that little truck would go. You know, I wanted to go to Utah, and I had a job, pretty good job there, working in Park City and everything. And I wanted to move my family out there and sell the property, but I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and I've done everything the long way and everything. And plus the cost of living in Utah is so sky high that it's just unbelievable. you can't even hardly find a house. When you do, it's so expensive. It's just unreal. I was glad to get back to Tennessee anyway. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened out there. I was attacked in so many ways, you know, like Satan himself was attacking me. And so I'm really trying hard to, you know, be a Christian, you know, and stuff. So I got attacked in a lot of ways. And, so I was actually glad to get back.
So she wanted you to come home and was trying to
yeah,
okay.
Exactly. You know,
but there was kind of a confrontation, though, that, you know, when the police get involved, and, you know, it's up to the next level, I guess you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of the things, you know.
And
she thought I was out there at Utah, and I was at my.
And all this stuff going on around them children. All this stuff going on around their children. All this stuff going on around their children.
Sister's house, and she was having a party, and I was trying to tell her that I was at my sister's house at this party, and me and my son Josie was getting some food. And I told her I need to go. And what I was trying to tell her is I need to go get in bed so I could drive to Park City that morning because there was all kind of work out there, you know. And they give me a good job out there. And what she heard was something totally different. We are partying and getting drunk or whatever. And she heard Lynn's voice in the background. She heard I got to go so I can continue partying is what she heard.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't the case. And I was, you know, and I didn't elaborate a whole lot to her. So she thought, she was thinking the worst. But, you know, actually I was just trying to get in bed where I could go to work. And we was just getting some food and saying hello to my sister and everything like that, you know. But she thought it was something totally different, you know. And I understand that now. We didn't communicate as well as we should have, you know.
When I asked the sheriff about all this stuff, he said it was not relevant to the investigation, but now that you know it's all coming out, I wanted you to be able to clear the air before.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Before, you know, there's going to be so much speculation, especially that order of protection. That was not. That wording was not good. It said she fears for her safety, her mother's safety, and the children's safety.
Yeah, you know. There was so much confusion when I first got back. You know, she was still thinking on them same lines, and I didn't know anything about that until we was able to sit down and talk about every little thing that had happened. You know, then we started figuring out, and I was able to explain to her that wasn't the case. You know, and just like I'm telling you now, I mean, we discussed all this, and it was like, well, what? We was both thinking in totally different directions. You know, and was able to figure it all out. And, you know, they had the order of protection. I mean, it was just a fight between me and her friends and her mother. Mm-hmm. And they knew I had the black powder pistol in my 12 box, so they used that against me.
How long have you been married?
You know, I'm not sure. It's been since Summer was a baby, I think.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it's been so long ago. It was at a friend of mine's house, Mrs. Trent. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I'm not good with dates and everything like that.
When Summer was a baby, so probably 5 years or so. Well, here's another sticky one. The situation with your oldest son. In his previous criminal history. And his conviction as a sexual offender.
Sexual indecency with a child, and that happened in Arkansas, and it was back in February of 2007. And he was released in 2010. Oh wow.
against children. That's
right.
That's a pretty big red flag. And I asked you about that the first time we spoke.
Yeah. Well, let me elaborate if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, if here in Tennessee, say for instance, your boy or one of your kids, is 17 and the one he's with, say he's 18 and she's 17 or something like that. Okay, in other states, especially like Utah, you're probably not going to ever get out of prison. But here in Tennessee, they look at, there's got to be so many years difference between them. Mm-hmm. Okay, but in Arkansas, where he was arrested, they don't care about that. But here in Tennessee, he would have never went to jail, and he would have got to raise his boy, and everything probably would have been fine. But in Arkansas, total different story. There's got to be a certain amount of years between them, and there was only 18 months, maybe a year, I don't know, between them.
Oh, was that a situation like she was like 16 or 17, and he was?
Yeah, like 18 or 19, and she was, it was only like 18 months difference.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That charge had a baby. Look a lot worse then.
Yes, it does, and it's wrong. It is wrong. There's a lot of, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, see
and I'll even have him call you if you want me to, and he could probably explain it better to you.
Well,
he's a good kid.
When we spoke the first time, you said that you talked.
Yeah.
You said that you talked to him and that he was in Utah when this all happened.
No, they was in Arkansas.
Oh, he was in Arkansas when this all happened.
Yes, sir, and he done time in Arkansas State Prison.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, when Summer went. When Summer went.
Oh yeah. He's in Utah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think the police have already alluded to this, but there's no connection between him and what happened this summer.
No way he would ever even think of something like this. I mean, when I first told him, he bawled like a little baby. My sisters all cried, and there's so many good Christian folks around here. I didn't even realize till this happened how many good people there are around here.
Well, do you want to talk about what happened to you in Utah? What your previous criminal history was?
I really don't want to talk about all that stuff. And Utah's a whole different ballgame than Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the Mormon state. I call it the moron state. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how I feel. I know there's a lot of good Christians. There's Mormons that are good Christians that are trying to be good Christians. But the whole Mormon thing, I stick strictly with the Bible. So if they don't agree with the Bible, then, and I'm not trying to put any Mormons down because I know there's a lot of good Christian folks in the Mormon church, and I just don't believe the Book of Mormon.
Well, what was your conviction for?
I've had, several charges over the years. I used to have, I don't know if I should elaborate on any of that, but I just.
Okay, it's your choice. I'm not gonna go.
I mean, it's not anything good. I never used to be. I wasn't really a Christian when I was younger, and I found God in prison. I started studying the Bible intently because I wanted to change my.
Thank you, Mama 3, because I was wondering why he called that. Yeah, thank you for that. You took the words right out of my mouth.
To change, and that's when I got to know God and became a real trying hard to be a Christian. Of course, I'm backslid multiple times, but I'll never let it happen again.
Okay. Well, I'm only asking because I just want to give you an opportunity to clear the airs, and I think it's as this goes longer and longer, the reporters are going to need more things to write about or do on their and so eventually this is going to come around. So I just wanted to give you a chance to get ahead of it. Head it off at the pass. I can understand how a person isn't the same person they were when they're in their 20s. Right. But it's gonna come out eventually the longer this goes on. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Okay.
And so this is your opportunity.
Okay. Okay.
Is that all? So is that all that you wanted to say about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right. And believe me, it don't give me no pleasure to talk about this because, as far as I'm concerned, you're the victim. Your wife's the victim. Your kids are the victims. But it's not gonna just. This isn't gonna be brushed over at this point. I don't think.
Right.
So,
no, not at all.
So I know that
And
it's gonna be discussed and gonna be the topic of discussion.
Yeah, you know, people can speculate all they want. That's fine. We just want our summer back. She was definitely, I consider it a great blessing from God. When I got her, and she was a daddy's girl. She wouldn't even go to her mother for the first year, and it just kind of broke her heart. But I've never seen anything like that in my life, and I never expected anything like that. And
there's always a connection between a father and a daughter that's special.
Yeah, yeah. I've just never seen nothing like this, and I don't know why she was like that exactly. But I mean, she's got her little friends too, younger boys that she wants to be with them all the time, and stuff. And I knew, someday she's gonna grow up and get married and go on, raise her own family. But now I just don't know I have no idea where she's at. And he's got her.
I know it's a nightmare.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't want to have to broach these subjects, but I knew that it's coming. It's coming eventually. You're going to be asked.
She has such a good, loving, kind heart. She's so loving. I mean, it's like God sent her an angel.
Well,
has
there been any developments at home or in the search overnight, or since we spoke?
Not a trace.
Yeah.
Not a trace.
It's like a living nightmare.
Yes, sir. It is. It really is. Okay. The first couple of days, I kept thinking I might.
So I'm confused now. So if by his words that there's no ill will in the house, no negative energy in the house, then this leads a story even crazier. What happened all of a sudden? All right. If you say ain't none of this going on in the house, ain't no fuck shit going on at the house, and none of this stuff going on at the house, then they make it even more suspect. Somebody doing something. Somebody has done something. All right. This baby did not walk off. I refuse to believe that she just automatically one day just decide to walk off and just say fuck it. I don't agree with that. All right. Because now in my mind, what she was doing the day before, she didn't walk off then. What she was doing the day before that, she didn't walk off then. What she was doing the day before that, she didn't walk off then. What she was doing last week, she didn't walk off then. So again, the question has to be asked. If she did not walk off none of these days or disappear none of these days, then what made her choose to do it today? Because that's what the term y'all using, she walked off. Barefoot. That's the term y'all using, that she walked off. What made her walk off? And nobody didn't see nothing. I don't, or maybe I got the whole thing wrong. I don't know. But the more we talk about this story, the more confusing it gets. Because I'm sitting up here lost like hell. I don't know what the hell going on here. I don't. And again, I say with the dad, either he truly, honestly don't know what's going on, And he only going by what Candace, well, one of the Candaces, told him. And that's what he going by, what Candace told him. So he really don't know what's going on, or he's more involved in what he's letting on. You know? So I don't know. I'm confused as hell. I'm confused. Somebody give me a hat, one of them hats that say dunce on it. Whatever that shit that you see in cartoons. Dunce or douche or whatever you say on that head. Y'all need to put one of those on my head, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't.
Wake up. That would be a nightmare, but it is a living nightmare. It's a real nightmare.
You still working? Did you get back to work?
This is the second day I've been back to work, and I ain't got much done at all. I just can't think. I can't concentrate. I don't know where I'm at. I wish I wouldn't have even took on another house at this point, but I don't know. I just hope my bosses will be, I'm sure that they're sympathetic. I mean, I'm sure that.
Did you see the someone had posted a reward for information?
I didn't.
A fellow from Kingsport. It should be online. On the Kingsport Facebook page, you can find it. But a fellow from Kingsport has offered a $25,000 reward for anybody that provides information to.
Well, I thank him from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I better let you get back to work. And I really appreciate you talking to me. And
I appreciate
it's
you.
not an easy subject. It's not an easy subject to discuss.
It's not, but I thank you, sir. I really do.
All right.
And that's what it called, dounce. I knew it's something that started with a D. You see it on cartoon. They be in the corner with that cone head on their head. And that's how, I'm serious, that's how I feel right now. Somebody give me one of them cone heads to put it on my head. Because I don't know what the hell. And I will wear it proudly right now, because I'm confused as fuck right now. I am. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Did the story not start off where they said she walked off barefoot? Or did I miss something? Did the story not start off with that? She walked off and she's barefoot. Did the story not start off like that? That's what I thought. So, yeah, her feet would have had blisters and everything going. She couldn't have got far. And by her being a baby, that shit would have hurt. She would have came right back home. I'd have put my feet on hot concrete before. That stuff does not feel good at all. As soon as you jump on that concrete, you're going to jump your head right back in the house. And put on some socks at least. So that's why I say, I don't believe this child walked away, because being barefoot, she couldn't have gone nowhere that fast barefoot. All right? I don't believe that. Something has happened to this child. And the dad, I don't think the dad may know, or maybe he do know. You know, he just playing the food or playing the field. I don't know. But I'm dead serious. Somebody give me a dunce hat and put it on my head, man, because I don't know what the hell is going on. Then somebody said something about a bear. A bear? Well, I don't know, man. I guess, man. Shit, I don't know. Right, ZZ, she was planting flowers. Then you went and said she was planting flowers. Now, the whole story when she was planting flowers, she wanted to go in. She went in. She wanted to play with her toys. She went downstairs to play with her toys. The boy was on the internet. And next thing you know, nobody know where she at now. The mom says she goes to the basement. I don't remember, they said, did she call her name when she went to the basement, or before she went to the basement, she called the child name? I don't know. This shit is confusing. It's very confusing. You know, so, but like I said on Tiffany Marie's panel, I think at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, it's going to point to that mama. It's going to point straight to that mama. That mama that did something. That mama that did something. Now, what she done did, I had no idea. Dad said, Okay, I remember saying something about some birds. So even he's saying it. So, man, guys, I don't know. They just stupidest shit I ever heard, man. Stupid. Stupid. One of the searchers came out and said something. What did he say?
A lot of field rows grown. You don't know where you're stepping, crossing fences. Never know what the next step holds. I keep coming back personally because I have a 4-year-old daughter, and she's exactly the same size, blonde hair, same size foot. And I can't just stop thinking, like, what if this was her? I would want people to be coming back, and just making sure that she comes back. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, I guess he was just saying, let people know why he was there, you know. So, man, let me see what else I got up in here. I already did them. Okay, I already did them.
6:02 is your time. Continuing coverage this morning as rescue squads across the state join in the search for Summer Wells, the missing 5-year-old out of Hawkins County. It's been almost a week now since Summer disappeared. She was reported missing last Tuesday evening from the Beach Creek community, and since then, more than 100 personnel.
Oh, anybody in Tennessee? I don't know for people who just stay in different parts of Tennessee, but I know down here in Memphis, this girl's story went so nationwide that she's on the billboards now. Her face is on the billboards. Every time I go down the expressway, her face is on the billboards now. So I don't know what it is about this baby that got her case so high profile like that, but her face is on the billboards. So, wow.
And 40 agencies have been searching for her. Over the weekend, first responders searched the area around her home on Ben Hill Road for hours. Teams from Gatlinburg, Sevierville, and Greenville, as well as teams from Ohio, Virginia, Alabama, and North Carolina helped with the search efforts yesterday. We're told about 2,400 acres has been searched since. We're told about 20 teams from Ohio, Virginia.
Good God, look at that house. Home is home, I guess. Home is home.
Virginia, Alabama, and North Carolina helped with the search efforts yesterday. We're told about 2,400 acres has been searched since last Tuesday night. Summer's father spending Father's Day without his child. He says his family is having a hard time.
I think it's really tough on all the people out here that are missing Father's Day, and it's making them a little bit edgy. And we're a little bit edgy. My wife is real edgy, and it's getting tougher, I think, for everybody.
Here's another look at Summer Wells. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and she's about 3 feet tall. If you have any details, no matter how insignificant, the TBI is urging you to call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Yeah, Stace, I agree with you on that. Yeah, somebody need to cut that grass. That's a lot of goddamn grass out there. Somebody need to cut that grass. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me see what else I got, guys, because this is crazy. Especially the screenshots I showed y'all. That's crazy right there. You know, you got a niece coming out saying that this man tried to sell his 2 children to pay off a drug debt, you know, and I think that's a big ass slander you putting out there, or that's some big ass information you putting out there, you know. So that's crazy right there. Let me see what this one's saying right here. It's saying something about they in the 7th day of surgery, but I think it's 2 weeks now. Is it 2 weeks now, or is a week now? Wait a minute. I didn't do that. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Guess I already did all of them, or did I? let's see. There's an article out where he says he's afraid for himself and his children. He said he's afraid. And I wonder what's this all about that he claiming he's afraid of. I gotta let this ad play. Yeah, I think this whole story stinks. The whole thing stinks, man. And so like the whole thing stinks, man. Just a whole lot of fuck shit. Just a whole lot of it. Just a whole big heap of pile of it. A big pile of fuck shit. That's what it is. Guys, right here, he says, I am afraid for myself and my children. Summer Webb mom files order of protection against husband last fall.
Disappeared from her Hawkins County home.
Today, TBI agents and detectives conducted a grid search in a field not far from her house to ensure every inch is covered. You can see this field is full of tall grass up to the hip for some agents. So far, 82 agencies have responded and 3,000 acres have been searched. Today, we're learning more about Summer Wells' father. News 4's Marissa Sulik shows us his criminal history.
This is the protective order Summer Wells' mom, Candace Bly, filed against her husband, Donald Wells, last year. And in this order, Bly says Donald Wells is, quote, abusive physically and mentally toward me. I'm afraid for my children and myself. The Hawkins County Circuit Clerk's office says this stems from an incident in October when Wells was arrested on charges of domestic assault, possession of a handgun while under the influence, and unlawful possession of a weapon. In that October incident, deputies were dispatched to the Wells' home. An arrest report says Wells came to the home intoxicated and saw his wife with another man. That escalated to some pushing, and his wife ended up on the floor with a knee injury. The report says Wells punched himself and left the residence. Candace Bly told a responding deputy her family feared their father's return. When deputies arrived to the home, Wells was seen in a white GMC Sonoma. They say a firearm was found inside. He smelled of alcohol and was slurring his words. Although I was able to get these documents, I wanted to dig deeper into this case. I reached out to TBI and asked if they are looking into Summer Wells' father. They say this is an active and ongoing investigation, and they are looking into all possibilities. And to clarify, these reports show information from the past. They in no way accuse Donald Wells for Summer's disappearance.
Yeah, well, that wasn't nothing new. Yeah, I already played it. That wasn't nothing new. Oh, Lord, boy, I tell you the truth. 82 agencies.
But every day, until we find Summer Wells, we will have specialized search teams, whether it be K9, specialized man tracking, USAR teams that we've already utilized to go back into these areas. Once we get a lot of these people out, it may make this area calm down a little bit, but we will have people in the Beach Creek community from one end to the other, working tirelessly day in and day out, be able to keep fresh crews coming in and still continue to search until we find Summer Wells. But every
well, that was that on there, man. You know, again, just a whole lot of mess. Just a whole lot of mess going on. So you know, y'all doing that in front of all these children. You doing that in front of the children, doing that in front of that little girl. Just doing all kind of fuck shit. You know, just all kinds of fuck shit. Stretch it to his second week. Now with this I'm about to play, it's saying that the search is going into 2 weeks, and they saying they're not ruling out abduction. And I think the dad
Summer Wells
said something about he believes she was kidnapped. You know, and I wonder what make him believe that she's been kidnapped. Not saying he's wrong for thinking that, because anything possible, but I would like to know what make him think she's been kidnapped.
Today marks 6 days since 5-year-old Summer Wells was last seen outside of her East Tennessee home in Hawkins County. The TBI just gave an update in the last 2 hours, and still no sign of Summer. We know more than 70 agencies from several states are now assisting in the search for her. TBI is now asking everyone in the area to look on their own properties. So far, more than 2,500 acres have been covered in the search. Crews are running into problems with the rugged terrain, though, and now severe weather moving in could impact the search. Today, TBI was asked about the investigation side of all of this. They say they've interviewed several people and that her family is cooperating.
As we've said time and time again, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance are very much under investigation. And at this time, we continue to explore all possibilities.
Her family did tell officials that Summer is not the type to wander off. TBI is asking anyone with any...
You know, I did answer my question right there. So if she's not the type to wander off, then did that mean one of y'all done did something, okay? You just said that, whoever just said that, she's not the type to wander off. You don't find too many children that will wander off because they don't know too much about the neighborhood or whatnot. So with that being said, now makes me further believe that baby did not walk off. Somebody did something to that baby, and now you got all this going on, this trying to sell your children for drugs allegedly. Anybody who don't belong in the neighborhood, they only coming there looking for drugs, okay? Yeah, your son got arrested for being a sex offender. Just the house is nasty. The baby look barely taken care of. Look like she hardly eats. You know, nobody look like they keeping up their personal hygienes. You know what I mean? Just all kinds of grade A per D 100% fuckery. All right, just all of it, just fuckery. You know, so somebody did something to this baby. I refuse to believe she walked off. Somebody did something to this baby, but what did they do and who did it? That's the question. What did they do and who did it?
Information to contact 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Damn shame, man. Damn shame. While we've not ruled out an abduction, we simply do not have any evidence at this point to confirm that's what's occurred. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Leslie Earhart said, for that reason, the ground search for Summer continues. It is possible that she wandered off, is lost and afraid. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Wells was last seen outside her home in Rogersville, Tennessee on Tuesday evening. A statewide Amber Alert was then issued for Wells on Wednesday. Agencies from Tennessee and surrounding states, including National Park Rangers and Tennessee State Troopers, are now assisted in the search for Wells. Investigators say they searched about 2,400 acres with the help of 70 agencies out of 6 states, including Ohio, Virginia, Georgia, Alabama, and North Carolina. Summer father, Donald Wells, said it isn't like his daughter to wander off. He said it's not like her to wander off. But up here, they saying it's possible that she did wander off. I'm going to go with what he said. I don't think she wandered off at all. All right. He said Summer was last seen planting flowers with her mother and grandmother. Her mother saw Summer going to their house, and they haven't seen her since. So if y'all the 2 adults that was there when nobody else was there, you said the boys was in there playing on the internet. And so, like, to me, y'all two should be the prime suspects. You know, unless y'all had a pedo up in there. And possibly the pedo did something. I don't know, man. It's just crazy as hell. When her mother comes in, she says, "Where's Summer?" She went down in the basement. Why she go to the basement? She didn't answer, so she went down there and she was gone where it says. So she went out the basement door, which was unlocked, and we haven't seen her since. You can make this up, but then you can't make this up. You can make this up, but then you can't make this up. I just got to the point now. I'm not buying this story at all. I'm not buying it at all. I'm not buying the story at all. I think I got the feeling the mom got something to do with it. If not the mom, probably the mom and the grandmother. Girl, the basement. What the fuck she went to the basement for? Is her room in the basement? If that's where she go to play with her toys, at in the basement. What made you go to the basement? What child goes to the basement? None that I know of. None that I know of. But you know, hey, we're in a different era now, so I don't know, man. What's this right here? No evidence points to an abduction. Man. So y'all saying nothing pointing to an abduction. It don't seem like y'all got anything they point that she just walked away. So what do y'all have? She was planting flower with her mother and grandmother, and she wanted to go in the house. The wife watched her go into the door. She went into the house, well said, and the boys was on the internet, of course, and she wanted to go downstairs and play with her toys. So when her mother came in, and she says, "Summer," and she went down into the basement. So is Summer room in the basement? She went to the basement and she didn't answer. So she went down there and she was gone. But hey guys, I got a lot of people who might believe this story. I'm not buying it, man. You know what? Actually, the whole story is beginning to be a crock of shit to me now. It is, man. Just too much. Just too much stuff that ain't making no damn sense, man. Not making no damn sense. Wait a minute. What is this?
Sheriff Ronnie, we do not have a home. Around the area of Summer's home. Drivers seen in the area at the time of her disappearance have been identified and interviewed. While we've not ruled out an abduction, we simply do not have any evidence at this point to confirm that's what occurred. For that reason, the ground search for Summer continues. It's possible that she wandered off and is lost and afraid. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson is going to talk more about what we need from property owners at this point. Sheriff?
Thank you. First of all, I want to let everyone know that what a big asset that Mount Carmel Baptist Church has been to us. They've opened their doors, their church, their fellowship hall, their land. As y'all see, this is a very remote area, and we would be in desperate trouble if we didn't have that place to set up our command post. With that said, we use every available resource that we have, and today I want to use you all. I want the word to get out to all the residents in the Upper Beech Creek community, Hawkins County and Sullivan County. We need the residents to go back today, tonight, tomorrow, as soon as possible, and go back and check their entire property, any outbuildings, any barns, any place a child could hide. We desperately need you to do that for us. It's easier for you to check your own property than it is to send officers there. We have not stopped. As the captain will tell you, we've been 24/7 for 6 days now. So we desperately need help from the community now searching their own property. Any question? Okay, Captain.
Thank you, Sheriff. As both of them have stated, we will continue to search for Summer Wells until we locate Summer Wells. As of June 21st, 2021, search and rescue efforts for missing 5-year-old Summer Wells will continue throughout the day and also the night. At this point, we have utilized 72 agencies from Tennessee, Ohio, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, and North Carolina assisting in these search efforts. Numerous specialized search and rescue groups and canine teams have been represented from these multiple different agencies. To date, we have estimated approximately 2,400 acres have been searched since Tuesday night when she was reported missing. The rugged mountainous terrain continues to cause problems and slow the search operations at times. The search will continue Tuesday morning into Wednesday morning. An updated release will be issued as new information becomes available. And as stated before, if anyone has any information on the disappearance of Summer Wells, please contact Hawkins County Sheriff's Department and our 1-800-TBA fine. Thank you.
We'll open it up for a few questions at this time.
Just wondering, has Summer ever wandered off before?
Good question.
According to family members, it's not common for her to wander off.
They said,
Saturday,
oops, whoever asked that question, they asked her, has Summer walked off before? According to the family, she's not known to walk off. I think we know that now. We'd have made that assumption now, or we'd have made that educated guess. This baby did not walk off. So we can scratch that off. That baby ain't walked off. Somebody did something to that child. Next question.
there was a pretty extensive search into the evening. Can you elaborate on what that tip was and why there was such a large presence for crews to come back out?
Anytime we have information that could potentially lead us to locating Summer, we're going to use all resources. Crews were in the area following up on a lead. Unfortunately, Summer's still missing.
How is the changing weather impacting your searches?
Sure, that's a great question. Captain Coop, can you explain?
So the projected forecast here for the next 24 to 48 hours will change our approach. It will not change our aggressive approach. The only thing that this will change, it will change maybe what terrain we approach at this time. Due to severe thunderstorms, we can't put our teams in danger to turn around and maximize the situation. We are monitoring weather 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with live weather updates. We are also utilizing the National Weather Service, who calls us on a routine basis. If there's any type of weather that's approaching our immediate area, they have been more than helpful with notifying us in a very timely manner to allow us to know to we can plan on how we're going to approach these areas.
Talking about the weather, is there concern about some of these crews from other areas having to go back to the area to respond to storms there?
Speaking with some of these teams, especially the teams that have been coming out of state, traveling 4+ hours, they also have had to do what we've had to do is utilize as much resources as we can to find summer wells, but we still have to be able to cover our areas. So a lot of these people, they're still allowing people to stay back. When these crews from out of town then return, they'll swap out. Those crews will then monitor their areas and send us fresh crews, and we are doing the same thing for our resources here locally.
Do we know when the active search will potentially turn into a recovery mode instead of a potential rescue mode?
Let's elaborate on that.
We will address that at some point, but right now our focus remains on finding Summer. We're using all resources as of today, and we want that to be the focus right now.
This is a question more for maybe Leslie and Sheriff Lawson. You just mentioned that you have used some surveillance video, things that you had asked for earlier. Can you elaborate what you saw in that surveillance video and how that might have helped you?
Well, as you know, and you guys helped us get the word out, we asked residents to let us know if they had surveillance cameras around their home or trail cameras. Residents have reached out. We've reviewed those photos and video, and if we identified a vehicle in the video, we would identify the driver and then speak with the driver to interview them to see if they had any information.
How long, when someone typically goes missing, how long does it take to find? Like, is this exceptionally long?
Every case is different. It's a case-by-case situation.
On day 6 now, for maybe the folks that are out there in the field, how are you keeping, I guess, morale and spirits high? How are, I'm sure folks are tired, they've been out here tirelessly for days on end now. How are you kind of keeping folks engaged and spirits up?
Ultimately, the people that's involved with the search operations, we all have the same outlook. We will not quit until we find Summer wells. So these guys have spent countless hours, day in, day out, nighttime. The thing that I stress with my guys is if you're getting to the point that you're getting tired, please take a break, get rest, rehab, recover. That way you can come back and continue to go stronger. It is a large family with law enforcement involved. We keep each other's spirits up. It's all a team effort. And to elaborate on it, a lot of times you guys being up here, you start seeing a lot of people leave at the evening time. At the evening time, it is too treacherous and too dangerous unless TBI or Sheriff's Department gets a lead that they need us to go help assist on. Too dangerous for us to keep our guys up in these mountains in this treacherous terrain at nighttime. But I want you guys to know, and rest assured, along with the community, that search efforts do not stop when it gets dark. We have been utilizing fixed wing and aerial aviation to literally scan this area from the time it gets dark to the time that we return in the morning. It does not quit. They utilize multiple resources, FLIR, and other things to continually map this area and to continue the search for summer wells.
This is a question more for Sheriff Hawkins, or Lawson, I'm sorry. I know we've talked a lot about there's 2 different operations going on, Find Summer as well as the investigation. Is there more on the investigation side that you can tell us into anything that you've talked with family members or anyone who last saw her since we last spoke on Friday?
We've interviewed so many people in the community on the road, and we're still jointly working with TBI and the FBI, and everything is really going real well. We cover each other's tracks, go back and re-interview, and like Captain said, and Leslie, we're not going to stop till we find something.
How is her family doing? I mean, this is going into day 7. Tomorrow will be day 7 since their child has gone missing and no leads in this massive search operation. How is her family holding up? Have you spoken with her parents? How are they doing?
We've spoken with her parents. I can't speak for them. They spoke with you. They're being cooperative. Of course, they're upset. So we continue to keep them updated and do whatever possible we can to find Summer. And we just ask everyone in the community, especially those of you who have any tidbit of information that you haven't shared, to please come forward. Her family asks that as well.
And last week you also talked a little bit about speculation and social media rumors. Has that continued to get worse over the weekend, and is that continuing to maybe even cause hindrances?
Sure, it's always a battle. We ask residents with credible information to call 1-800-TBI-FIND and submit tips through that avenue. we find that we're receiving a lot of tips that is a screenshot from Facebook. It's an opinion or speculation. That's not a credible tip, and it just bogs down the system, as I've mentioned before. So please only share credible information.
That's why I told y'all when I showed y'all the screenshots earlier. Don't take it as accurate information.
Did you have a question?
You know.
Okay.
Has the family been ruled out? I know they said that they understood you investigating them and interviewing them. Have they been ruled out at this time, or still?
As we've said time and time again, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance are very much under investigation. And at this time, we continue to explore all possibilities. Okay, thanks for coming, guys. We appreciate the continuing coverage. We appreciate the community and all their support. And again, I can't stress enough, anyone with information is asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kiki said Summer does have a bed in the basement. Okay. Well, I guess that's why we keep hearing about the basement then, because I guess that's her room down there in the basement. So, all right. Okay, I guess that answers that question. If what you said is correct, Kiki, welcome to the show. If what you're saying is correct, then that answers the question why the mom went down there and called Summer name in the basement because her bed and stuff is down there, you know. So, yeah, I guess. But at the end of the day, guys, before I get out of here, isn't this a trend? You know, in the beginning of the story, we all be in our feelings. We like poor family this, poor family that. Our heart breaks for the family until one of them get on camera and say something stupid or say something that doesn't make any sense. And then it throws the red flags over my head. And for some reason, when they say something stupid or they say something that don't make any sense, then, you know, they continue to make the story sound fabricated and dysfunction, you know. Again, let's point out some key things real quick. Yeah, key guys, I saw you said something about a yellow SUV. I don't know what you're talking about right there. I did play the video where she was in the rain. Unless there was another one. I didn't pay attention to see, oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I didn't see the SUV. But let's point out some key points real quick. All right, first they said this baby walked off barefoot. That was the first story. Now it comes back. She was planting flowers with grandmama and mama. I guess she got bored with that, and she went in the house because she wanted to play with her toys. The boys on the internet, so I guess the boys ain't paying attention what's going on out there. Now, here's what I want to ask about that though. If y'all barely can get phone signals out there, then how do y'all get Wi-Fi out there? I'm just curious about that. If y'all can barely get phone signals out there, how do you get internet? Yes, I do have PayPal. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make a post when I get through this. I want y'all to go to my community post. For those of y'all who want to send me some get well emails or things like that, who all got my personal number, you know, just to check on me, see how everything went tomorrow. Or if you just want to just send some love and say, here, you know, you go $5 this, that, the third, you know what I'm saying, get well soon. I'm gonna put all that on my community wall. You know, we could do it like that. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. Okay, first they saying the child walked away barefoot. Then they throwing it up in there that she was planting flowers with mom. Do I have a P.O. box? No, I don't have no P.O. box. I don't. I said I'm going to invest in one, though. But hey, Virginia, you can email me. You can email me, and I'll hook you up. You can email me. Hold on. Where y'all at? We could do it that way. Yeah, Claire, I'm finna get ready to go in a minute too. I gotta be at the place at 11 o'clock my time. You can email me right there. Damn, where was I going? Oh yeah. So the baby got bored. I guess she got bored with playing flowers and she want to go in the house and play with her toys. The mom watched her go in the house, allegedly watched her go in the house. So I guess the mom stayed outside for a little while longer and then went in, and that's the first question she asks is, where's Summer? You know, now we could look at that little piece and say maybe something. Or we could look at that little piece and say maybe nothing. But think about how the story is told. The baby want to go in the house. She want to go play with her toys. You come in the house. First thing you say is, where's Summer? Well, if Summer's room is in the basement, you would think that'd be the first place you go and go call her name. But they saying you came in like, where's Summer? Like almost as if this was set up or something. I don't know. Just throwing a little nugget out there. I don't know. The father is saying that's not like her to wander off. All right. So if that's the case, then what the hell is going on here? You know? Then again, his son hit with sex offender, indecency with a child. You got this shit going on. Anybody that comes to this neighborhood that don't look like they belong here, yeah, the people who don't belong here, they come here looking for drugs. Really, man, y'all got all this going on in that town. Y'all got all this going on over there, you know. So, yeah, I told y'all my theory, which we saw in the screenshot. I think y'all done gave that girl up to pay off a drug debt. I mean, I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong, but that's what I'm thinking, you know. So, I'm pretty much sure all these other content creators, they didn't have their theories about what's going on with this story. It just a whole lot of fuck shit. And so one of y'all just said in my chat room, why she always looks so dingy and dirty, but the boys always look clean? That's a damn good question. Why? She always looking nasty and dirty and dingy. Had to get her hair cut because they claim it was a lice problem. But the boys always looking clean. They are. And my God, that nasty ass house. I mean, God dog, man, you know, but hey, that's home is home, I guess, guys. So, at the end of the day, no matter how many times we touch these stories, no matter how many updates that we get, this story still ain't making no sense. We can come up with all kinds of theories, up, down, left, and right. It would never make sense. None of this would make sense until somebody come out and confess. All right? But none of this, what any of them saying, is making sense. Nothing is making sense right now. All right? Nothing making sense. So, and which leaving these police, when they do these press conferences, they don't have much to say, because you could tell and how they talking a little bit. A lot of stuff that we getting is not making any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But we know how the law goes. You are innocent until you're proven guilty. And that's what's going on with this story. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But I'm going to say it different. I think everybody guilty, except for the kids. I think everybody guilty. Now, the dad, I'm a little skeptical about him. But I think everybody's guilty in this story. All the adults that was there are guilty until otherwise proven wrong. Every last one of them guilty. Every last one of them. All right? Every last one of them. And I think with that, hold on, somebody's from my PayPal. Hold on, let me get my PayPal real quick. And after this, y'all go to my community wall, and I'll put everything If y'all just want to send me some get well wishes, or you know what I'm saying, some get well, little something. I go on my community wall and I put it up there so y'all can have all the information you can. So if I'm going in at 11 in the morning, I know how long it's gonna take. So probably late on the evening, if it's an in and out surgery, I'll probably be back home late on the evening, around about. Well, I don't know. We'll just see. We'll just see. For those that for the PayPal link, there you go right here. And you want to send something to the Cash App. Here we go right here. That's the Cash App right there. And I'm gonna go put up a community post where anybody who want to just want to email me, say, hey, check on me, so how you doing, this, that, and the third, you're more than welcome to do so. And again, you know, you want to just send a couple of dollars or something, say, hey, go get you a juice or something, or a sandwich or something. I'll be more than happy. Go give me a sandwich or something. All right. But with that being said, if y'all don't mind, get a thumbs up for your boy. And let's end it how I came in with y'all. Since y'all like music, we're going to end it how I came in with y'all. Oh, and I hope it's not too loud. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining me for another show. We did 2 shows before I had to go in for my medical procedure, and I enjoyed every minute with every last one of y'all. As always, I love every last one of y'all. And if you haven't, please hug your children and tell them that you love them. And you are their protector, and you're gonna make sure that everything is all right when it comes to them. Amen. Amen. All right. Y'all take care of yourself and each other. And I'll let y'all know what happens when I get back. All right. Thank y'all so much. Peace.